Boys and girls, today we're on lesson 6.2 on page 307, size of equal groups. And just a reminder before we get started, make sure you're using the video to learn division, how to make equal groups, things like that, right? Don't just follow along and copy what I do. Your goal here is to learn the idea today, which is making equal groups and using division. And looking at our essential question, how can you model a division problem to find how many in each group? Okay. So again, we're making equal groups, thinking about division. Unlock the problem. Here we go. Follow along with me as I read. We're starting right here. Hector has 12 rocks from a nearby state park. He puts an equal number of rocks. That's an important thing to remember about division. It's always about equal numbers. Puts an equal number of rocks in each of 3 boxes. How many rocks are in each box? Okay. When you multiply, now here we're talking about multiplication, not division. You put equal groups together. When you divide, you separate into equal groups. So a lot like subtraction is the opposite of addition, division is the opposite of multiplication. And finally down here it says you can divide to find the number in each group. Looking over here in our little blue box, what do you need to find? Well, we're used to that by now. That's our little question here. How many rocks are in each box? And we can just circle it and draw an arrow. And then it says here to circle the numbers you need to use. And I already did that for us, but you should circle them as well. Circle the 12 rocks and the 3 boxes. Okay. All right, step 1, use 12 counters. We're not going to use counters, we're just going to draw with our pencils. And looking at step 2, it says to draw 3 circles on the page. And each circle, 1, 2, 3, represents a box of rocks, right? Each circle represents a box of rocks. Let me fix that little mistake I just made with my iPad so we can see the whole screen. That's good enough. Okay, so each circle represents a box. And then the markers in the middle, I'm going to use green. The markers inside each circle represent a rock, all right? And we're going to draw out 12 counters because we have 12 rocks. So far I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And remember now, we're only drawing one at a time in each circle. We want to keep the same amount in each circle. So I now have drawn a total of 12 little markers inside the circles, big circles. I need to stop because we had 12 rocks. And it says down here there are blank counters in each group. If we look, we have 4 counters in each group, so there are 4 rocks in each group. All right, now that's it for that page. Pretty short. We'll go over to the next page, and on this one, very similar. If you're comfortable doing it on your own, go ahead and pause the video. Do what you can on your own, and then you can resume the video and match your answers with what I've done. If you're not quite comfortable yet, that's okay. Follow along with me, but again, not just copying down what I do, trying to figure out what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. If at any time you need to pause the video and move back a little bit to hear it a second time to clear things up, please do so. This is your chance to learn as much as you can and use the video to help you out doing that. All right, here we go. It says Madison has 15 rocks. So you put an equal number of rocks in each of 5 boxes. How many rocks are in each box? So we're going to draw 5 squares or rectangles to represent the 5 boxes. We've kind of done the first one for us. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we had a total of 15 rocks. So we're going to make 1 counter in each square until we get to a total of 15 because we had 15 rocks. You can draw circles. I like to make tally marks. It's a little faster and it's a little easier to count, especially when I get into bigger groups. So we're going to make tally marks, and we're going to stop when we hit 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go back up to the top, start again. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not to 15 yet, so go back to the first box, continue. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I hit 15, and now I'm done. So down here at the bottom, there are blank counters in each group. Come look at each group. We have 3 in each group. So 3 counters in each group. That means there are 3 rocks in each box. Let's do these 3 questions here. Question 1, how many counters did we draw? We have to go count them all up, or I actually wrote it down here. Kind of helped us out. We have 15. How many equal groups did we make? Well, we made 5 equal groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because we had 5 boxes. Right, so we have 5 equal groups. And how many counters are in each group? And again, we had 3 in each group. Alright, that does it for the video today, boys and girls. Make sure you do share and show. When you're done with that, make sure you get it checked and approved. Once it's approved, go on to your independent assignment. If you get to the independent assignment and you get to a problem you don't understand, you can come back to the video, watch that strategy. Okay? Everything we're talking about in the video today applies to the assignment that you're going to work on. If you need to look at math on the spot videos, you can use your QR scanner and scan that code, and a new video will come up. Kind of teach the same idea that I did, but it's a different voice, maybe a little different teaching style that might help you a little more. Take advantage of all those things, right? We're learning to become learners. And sometimes it's asking questions, sometimes it's finding our own resources, or looking at the resources that are made available to us, or even listening to them a second time. So, do your best, boys and girls. I know you'll do well. As always, this is Mr. P, and I am out.